Welcome back to Four Sisters, where we will give you tips on self-care, self-awareness, self-confidence, and show you all the ways you can love yourself. So get ready to laugh, cuss, cry, and pray. Hey, y'all.
What's up?
How you doing?
You know, I'm all right. It's been a minute.
I'm good.
How you, Dani?
Oh. We never hear your...
Never,
I said, what it do,
ever.
boo? Y'all know I don't like this part of the show, so just keep it going.
But it's
Keep the party
mandatory.
going.
It's a mandatory part.
I said, what it do, boo?
Well, all right then.
So, how have y'all been?
You know, I'm blessed and highly favored. I've been working out.
You a lie.
Working out?
Yeah.
What you been working on?
What?
I mean...
Uh-oh.
A whole lot.
I was like, look.
I'm sorry,
I'm not dealing with you.
Look, and I'm like,
I've been working out my emotional life.
there you
That's
go.
what I've been
'cause
working out.
Jesus said, warning
No,
one.
Okay.
About to say, come over here where you know the Lord answer prayers.
Oh, for you all listening who aren't in the room, the lights flickered whenever she told that lie. Whatever. What have you been up to, Dani?
And they ain't been telling lies. Let me stop. No, I just celebrated my birthday last weekend.
Time for the birthday beat.
Hey, no, but this is my Jesus / Scottie Pippen year. My year 33.
Okay.
It's gonna be a Chicago Bulls, Mary Joseph and
Scotty?
what?
He said,
I was like, yo.
Scottie Pippen's number was 33
I know, but you mixing him with Jesus. I don't know.
because Jesus died at 33.
I understand that.
What we doing right now?
I just don't know. Scottie Pippen mixed with Jesus. What you gonna do to mix?
I said
them
my
up?
So how was your week, CiCi? She done ruined that whole moment. That's why I don't talk in intro. First and last.
Thanks, Kay. I was just trying to understand. Dang.
That was your first and your last. You better copy and paste that shit on everyone I'm after
Every time it will be your birthday or your Skype.
this. Well, thanks, Kay.
I was just.
Oh, God. It's been a good week. Just recovering from the Memorial Day debacle and,
Ooh, child.
you know, just out
You ain't been right since.
trying to get my life right back with God, you know.
Okay, because you ratchet.
Ratchet as hell.
Well, I've been great. I'm 30 now, officially a possum. Y'all will understand that later. Michaela understand. It's a meme. Y'all gonna see that. But yeah, I'm in my possum year, so I'm feeling great. Happy Mental Health Awareness Month. It's gonna be over by the time y'all hear this, but
It'll be alright.
all right,
Life
boom.
happens.
So what's been happening, Dani, with the rants, reads, and the resolutions?
So, my rant, read, and resolution is really a rant. And it's the importance of learning when to shut the hell up. So, sometimes in life, you learn lessons or you're forced to learn lessons. They either come when you least expect it or you create it and boom, smack you right in the face. Might bust your nose open. So, there's a rapper. His name is DaBaby. 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 And DaBaby is a rapper from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah. And DaBaby was at a high-end store in South Park Mall, the Louis Vuitton store at South Park Mall. And he came in contact with a man we'll call Shouldn't Have Done It. So Shouldn't Have Done It has been on YouTube in the last couple of months, or maybe longer. And he's been taunting DaBaby. And the thing that bothers me about that is you can only taunt someone but so much. And as a great person once said, if you run up, you might get done up. Hello, speak that word.
It's a prophetic word.
But, so they came in contact with each other at the mall. And while videotaping, Cam Coldheart decided, or what did I call him? Should have known better. AKA should have known better. Was on his phone chasing for clout. Clouting and chasing and bopping. And so he was recording the whole contact from afar. And then he saw the baby, you know, taking his jewelry off. And he was like, what you about to do? So then the camera goes where they get closer to each other. And all of a sudden the camera cuts when Cam Coldheart swings at the baby. So then at the end of this whole scuffle, you see phones moving and moving and moving. And then all of a sudden you are, zoomed into Cam Coldheart, who was on the floor naked in the fetal position. He wasn't really fully naked, but his jeans were wrapped around his ankles and he had a bloody nose and he looked like he had just gained consciousness. Or was in the process of gaining consciousness.
He didn't know
where he was. He didn't remember the Louis Vuitton store. He didn't know his pants were around his ankles.
And that's why my mama said you always gotta make sure when you go out that you got on lotion and you got on good drawers because you don't never know.
Now I don't know about that
he
lotion
didn't have
one.
his good draw. Yeah, because you can't just be out here ashy.
I don't mind being ashy. I'm ashy right now. If my pants long enough, you ain't getting no lotion on these feet. You hear me?
Yeah, put your lotion
But
on.
that's neither. Even if I got on skinny jeans, I might still have ashy feet. I don't care. Who gonna check me, boo? So back to this. At the end, you hear the baby yell, "I am the truth. Quit playing with me, boy. Pick up your pants, bitch." So then we go back to a bloodied and messied up, gullied up Cam Coldheart. And so Cam Coldheart then decided to go the whole weekend, proving that he was not hurt, not his body, not his feelings, by the baby.
Not his tidy whities?
Not even his tidy whities. And so he was in the Louis Vuitton store again, trying to get the store clerks to vouch that he got jumped. And then he was in his car, and he was at his house, and he was trying to show us that he was not bothered when he was bothered as hell. Just as bothered as can be.
What he really was doing was letting people know where he was at just in case something else popped
I know,
out.
right? He was like, you see him in his car, right? Going down I-95. But, and so what I think is the resolution to that is that sometimes you have to learn lessons before they happen to you. And there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? Why do I not like the baby? Is it because there's something in him that I would like to be?
I feel like I should give you background music. Go ahead.
Is there something in him that I...
Come on, Daddy, I'm good.
Did you really just play that? But I think that girl, I can't focus with it. I just can't even get the words out.
Like, what is going on?
But no, I really do feel like sometimes in life you have to learn lessons before they actually happen. Like you could see somebody, going down the street and you see them hit a pothole and swerve. So you were like, you know what? Before I hit that pothole and swerve, let me veer off. But the baby taught Cam Coldheart a lesson, and he ran right into that damn pothole. So the moral of the story is, if you run up, you may get done up.
You actually will get done up.
Yeah. And a good group of men who go by the name of 3-6 Mafia says, don't save her because she don't want to be saved. And Cam Coldheart, that goes out for you because you don't want to be saved. Now shut up.
Well, I seen a picture of the baby today, and he was wearing a shirt
with a knockout in it.
with the knockout on it. And I said, he is my kind Wakanda Petty.
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I started listening to his music just because of that. I was like, let me see what this the baby about. Because the baby, he's my kind of petty.
Were we supposed to be boycotting Louis Vuitton? Oh, that wasn't Louis Vuitton. It was Gucci.
I couldn't afford it anyway.
I don't know.
Why am I
I'm boycotting all of them.
I've been boycotting on accident.
The only LV I got was from City Trends.
All right.
I don't know why y'all playing.
What did the LV stand for at City Trends?
I don't know. City
I thought it was gonna be like a new brand or something.
You know what, Louis Vuitton? Tell you that.
Oh, Lord.
Ooh, child.
Well, I'm going to put him on my prayer list just so that he can, hopefully he don't need no more lessons.
You know, you have a lot of warm and fuzzies to give out because you put everybody on your prayer list. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Listen,
My prayer list is real small. Real
And you know
small.
what?
I ain't
I'm
lying.
trying to get to heaven. I want the Lord to know that I do good work, Sonny.
And me and you normally be on the same page. Normally, Dan be giving these people smoke, and then we be like, you be praying, and I'll be trying to. Okay, let me come around and look at this on Cam knocked out.
Not Newton.
Cold-hearted.
Okay.
Came
So,
cold-hearted.
you know, I think that perhaps, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
Where we going with this?
I'm trying to find a way to save him. I'm trying to
You know what? We need to do an episode of
redemption.
He Don't Know His Mama.
You know, that's what it is. That's what
His
it
mama would have
is.
been like, boy,
Sit down.
right.
Listen.
You ain't been losing
You know
fights
what?
in 3rd grade. Sit down.
I'm gonna tell you what. He don't. This is.
She would
what
have told
it
him the
is.
truth.
You need to pray for him
Mm-hmm.
because he don't go to church, and he needed somebody to lay hands on him.
Because God would have provided a belt if he was praying to him. Hear me?
Listen.
That's what was happening. He said,
There
"The
won't no ram in
baby,
the bush.
I want the baby to lay hands on me because I am in need of prayer."
Mm.
That's
kind of
what
prayer was
happened.
Mm.
Yeah, prayer. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
Because God will do it.
Yes. He'll
And
show you
now-
some stuff, honey.
He has gotten so much since then. Amen.
Okay.
What's next?
Well, you know, I don't know. What is next? So, this week, we have,
Woo!
Okay.
So now that I'm done with the rants, reads, and resolutions, I want to introduce our next segment, which will be called Meme Worthy. We will be using memes to address emotional pain and increase laughter and fulfillment. We will be sharing our favorite memes that fall in the categories of laughing, crying, or thinking. Now, real G's don't cry, so it's not going to be like you're going to really cry. You're just going to, think a little bit harder than normal. Cool? All right.
that's cool.
So who would like to start? You can choose from those 3 categories. Laugh, cry, or think.
Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all my first one so that y'all can understand why I call myself a possum. So I have a meme. It is a possum ready to attack, and it says, "After a hood rat turns 30, she becomes a possum."
Oh, a
Is that a
hood
still-
rat. Oh.
So I'm a possum now.
That literally flew on my head and came back.
I'm a possum now. I've been listening to my Meg Thee Stallion.
Wait.
all-
But I
Possums
thought
are
them
like
still-
hood rats, though. That is a good meme. Like, now I'm really thinking. That's a think and a laugh. Is that a think about that one?
Wait.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah!
So y'all possums too.
No.
I ain't saw that.
You be a possum by yourself.
It's fine. I'm a possum. I've been listening to my Meg Thee Stallion all couple of weeks, and I've been really dancing, getting my spinal workouts on with my tongue out. So, possum be it. Who's next?
Well, I have a think. It is Arthur with headphones on, and it says, me trying to listen to my own advice. Because clearly,
Literally.
I think I can give good advice, but I don't don't do too well of listening to my own advice. It's very hard. So maybe I should get these headphones and start pre-recording my voice as if I'm someone else.
Or start recording your therapy sessions and just playing them back to yourself. Like, save them on your phone under certain things, like that time you had anxiety, and then play it when you got anxiety. I'm telling you, that sounds like a solution to all my
a real
problems.
good solution.
Ain't got to worry about no copays.
Okay, you're right.
So this one is from Candace Marie Bimbo. I follow her on Instagram. And she said, sis, Megan said, we outside this summer. We not wasting time no more. Leave him on read and holler at his frat brand at the Greek picnic next month. Amen. You're welcome. A mood.
Well, I don't know what category this falls under, but this is my life story. When it's Kermit. When you are thinking of things you could have said in an argument 4 years ago. That's me. I'm like, dang, I wish I had said that.
That would have got him, girl.
Right?
Oh, jeez.
Story of my life.
You stupid.
I have another funny, but it also is the story of my life, and it's a overweight Barbie. Her name is Carby, and it says, "When you're pretty, but you're also chubby because tacos and margaritas are life."
Not
That's
hard.
your life.
And so
Barbie.
I am the real life Barbie.
Oh. I spit on my phone. Let's go. Okay.
Okay, so I have a funny, but I think it's a think as well because I really do in real life have to think about this. Should I answer Should I answer normally or be sarcastic? And then it's Phaedra in a pool with her with her nose and lip tooted up, thinking. So that's a hard one for me because
And most of the time, I accidentally respond like sarcastically because that is my norm. It is. That's just.
you just be out here.
Yeah, I just be out here like that is my norm. What's
the alternative?
Yeah, the alternative is I don't know. I have one that is going to make you laugh, but also think at the same time. Adults really taught us how to stop, drop, and roll. Excuse me. Adults really drilled stop, drop, and roll into our heads, but didn't teach us how to balance a checkbook. I've never once been on fire, but I've been in debt for years. Riddle me that.
That's true.
I mean, it's real.
That is a real thing. I said that the other day. We learned about Pythagorean's theorem and how to do, all these formulas, but ain't nobody learned about debt to credit ratios. Ain't nobody learned about, money management. Ain't nobody learned how to write a check in high school.
Actually, I learned how to write the check.
Not high school.
I learned how to write a check.
I learned how to write the check.
Not in high school. I did.
It may have not been in high school, but I knew how to write a check. It was in like 4th or 5th grade.
You used to write checks for your mama.
No, we learned how to write check in the math class. In the math class.
I don't remember learning how to write a check.
We did. So I learned how to write it, but I didn't know how to budget it.
I did budgeting, but clearly
Could have been writing bad checks.
Shout out to Duke and the Blame.
little hood.
You got one, see?
No.
I got a question for you while we wait for C to find one. This is a meme. Your partner brings you to a casino and gives you $50 to gamble with. You win $100,000. How much do you give him? A, $50,000. B, $50. C, $1,000. Or D, 0.
I mean, I'm gonna give him 0.
You said he's what?
Because we're gonna put it. It's gonna.
He gave you 50. You gambled
No,
and
who
won.
is he?
Who's who?
Would you read the first sentence again?
What's the significance?
Your partner.
Oh, nah, he gets 0. He not my
He gets
husband. You didn't call him my boyfriend. You said partner. It sounded like a football.
Well, I have a husband, but I'm still gonna give him 0 because, like, he might go out and spend frivolously, and I need us to get out of debt. So I'm gonna do the responsible thing, and I'm gonna pay us out of debt, and then I might buy him a few things.
A fruit.
I might get him a couple of things, but
What?
the debt will be paid.
What's your answer, C? He gave you 50. You got 100,000. You give them back 50,000, which is half. $50, which was the initial investment. 1,000 or zero.
Who is this man?
Your partner. Your husband.
Oh. Let me see. Let me think what the Bible had said.
I don't think the Bible in there gambling.
Exactly. So.
Look at you mixing the
Bible
Lord's
said
words.
Nada. Right. Actually, the Bible do. Proverbs say, don't be gambling. Yeah, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd give him a little something.
Well, I give him back his $50 because you get what you put in.
No.
And
We
that
don't
is-
even know who this man is.
And you gave it to me as a gift. You shouldn't expect
They
nothing back
ain't
from
saying nothing about no
gift.
damn gift.
He gave
Y'all are creating
me.
parts of the whole thing.
Was gave in there or borrow?
Gives you.
Give. That was not borrow. That was
Main
not
point.
expect an
Main
investment
point.
on your return.
It's true.
You know, I thought me saying $100 was bad, but y'all
But I
are
ain't seen
stank.
I don't know this
I said
man.
50.
You
I
don't
was
even
gonna-
know him. It said partner. I don't
What
know
you
people
want?
Partners?
You want a bank account that's full, or you want me to pay off your debt? Which one you want?
Lord, see, go. What you got?
It's-
What you got?
You have partners in
Okay.
spades.
Yo, this is the story of
My spades partner gave me $50. I'm not giving them nothing back.
my married life. So it says, newly dating. I love laying my head on your chest when you're sleeping so I can hear you breathe. 3 years later, or 12 years later, I recorded you snoring so you can hear how effing loud you are and why I can't effing sleep.
I know that's right.
Get out!
Where's the lie?
You
So
snatching my pillow up
mine
to
is
go
on
get up.
that similar wavelength. So it says, God, please give me a sign that the love of my life is on his way. And it is a picture of
It's a
penis-shaped
cloud
cloud.
Ooh, Jesus.
That ain't from the Lord.
That's the sign.
That
I'll
sound
be
like
looking
it
up
came
in the
from
sky
below.
every day looking for that penis cloud. Like, Lord,
know.
show me the sign.
That was for Satan got kicked out. It was like, have this, and that was what.
Okay, you got one.
Yeah, this one made me think about my future as I'm preparing for my third child, Jesus. The doctor said, do you have kids? Me? Yes, I have 3. Doctor, do you drink? Me? Yes, I have 3 kids. So it makes me wonder,
Oh, God.
what is life going to be like with 3 kids?
Ooh.
Am I going to drink a little more?
That's sad that you got it.
I didn't know that was where you were going.
Yeah, I didn't either.
You know?
Almost feel like we need to cut the mic off and have an intervention. I'm like, so are you telling us that you haven't?
Right. Like, what's going
I
on?
haven't been drinking. I do good. Probably ain't been drinking enough water.
You need to get better with that. But either or. So mine says, and it describes my awkwardness. Because awkwardness is my middle name.
Oh,
So it says, I waved to a man because I thought he waved at me. Apparently, he waved at the woman behind me. So to get out of the awkward situation, I kept my hand up and a taxi pulled over and it drove me to the airport. And now I'm in Poland starting a new life. Because I don't know how to recover from those things.
Oh my God.
Who's next?
I can't.
Jesus.
Well, this happens to me. It's probably going to happen real time soon because I've been acting a fool. But it says, when you are about to say something, but the Lord himself holds your tongue, and this Sky Jackson, like, hold on, pressing her lips together.
Who?
Sky Jackson. Disney character.
Oh, see, I
She was in Jessie.
Mhm.
Hey,
That's
Jessie.
me.
Mine is kind of about the Lord too. So it's a it's shut up.
Y'all so ratchet.
It's a picture.
You're so stupid. She said, I got no Lord means.
I mean, I said it's kinda.
I ain't got nothing either. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Okay. So it is a black bear standing outside a sliding glass door, looking into it. You know, kind of like, you know, it's looking in the bear is looking into someone's house.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Excuse me, hi. I'd like to know if you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior Winnie the Pooh." What?
That was cute.
I can't.
Did I tell you about that time that Jehovah's
ahead.
Witness tried to kick my door in?
Yeah.
Kick it in.
Yeah, that old black lady told daddy told me to come up. My daddy told her to come over to my house. I said, first of all, my daddy don't even know where I live.
Wait.
And then she put her cane in the door when I was trying to close it. Yes! I was like, ma'am,
That sounds
you
like
about
the
to
devil.
meet Jesus, you keep playing.
It
Jesus,
sounds-
Jehovah, and everybody else, you keep playing around.
I don't think she really knew the Lord.
Shoot. Her
Can
and
you
that
just
guy.
imagine a bear? Can I come and talk to you about my Lord and Savior Pooh?
Ooh, Jesus.
Okay, you got one.
Yes. So this meme is about 6 pair of jeans, and the meme says, in case you've ever wondered why women get frustrated with our clothing size, every pair of the jeans that are in this picture are size 12. So if you tell me you have a size 12 jeans, you got to tell me if they're Old Navy size 12,
Mhm.
they're Walmart size 12, because I don't wear the same size. in
That
every
Target
store.
brand.
It just is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. And they make you depressed because you go to a store like, oh, you know I wear a size 12. And then you get home and like, what kind of size do I wear? Jesus Lord. I got fat all over again. My meme says, and this is something that I think is very powerful.
Oh, God.
Okay.
If your absence brings me peace, I didn't lose you.
Amen. Amen. That's a word. That is a word.
Let's have to transition.
Look at all this peace in here.
Oh,
Girl. Amen.
gosh.
Amen.
That was a good one.
Woo!
Lord.
Yeah, Jesus put that on my Instagram feed. Do you hear me?
Well, this was funny to me, and it don't really apply, but I just thought it was hilarious. Many men lose their queen bee messing around with the so-called butterflies that were really flying cockroaches. Let us spray.
That is good.
Not the water bugs. Thought they were bubbling butterflies, but they were really water bugs.
Let us spray.
Ooh, Jesus.
Damn it.
My meme is a photograph of a Disney prince, and he has his hands clasped underneath his chin. And it says, X, I'm with someone better than you. Me? You with God now?
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, you were done with that?
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, girl, I was waiting for the damn break. Oh,
Somebody better.
okay. Gotcha.
You
Only
with
one
God.
better than me is Jesus.
Yeah.
That is a word.
Yeah.
This goes perfectly with yours. When your homegirl leaves a toxic relationship and you watch her blossom into the bad bitch you always knew she was.
Yes, bad bitch.
It's the black girl that's crying.
I claim it.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh, me be out here. Do your ratchet shit. I'm gonna come with you in the bathroom.
Mine is something else that will feed your soul.
Oh, Lord.
If you don't make time for your wellness, you'll be forced to make time for your illness.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
That is true.
It's a word.
That is a real
My
word.
God.
I'm gonna put y'all in y'all feelings when I pull out, when I get done with these funnies.
Oh, don't put
Sure.
me in my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I don't cry.
And I'm gonna get these laughs off.
Your time.
Go ahead, baby.
This is a photograph of Beyonce in the prayer video where she's just sitting down in all black.
I'm gonna need you to get memes that have words.
They do have words. I'm painting the picture.
Okay.
She in the video. She at a funeral. She got her rosary beads wrapped around her hand. She looks distressed, and it says, "When he doesn't reply, so you host a funeral for him because he must be dead."
Yeah,
Now-
that's a fact.
Okay,
I gotta die. I mean, or be dead.
I'm so glad that you understand me because I am real life not well,
Yeah.
and
You gotta be dead or die.
I be having real issues sometimes when people don't text me back, young men especially, and so I'll be like, I guess you died. texting me from the wake,
Oh, my God.
from beyond the grave.
You sit beside heaven, text me, because that's where you need to be in the cloud.
I guess that's what happened. You died. That's why.
Go ahead, see.
So this right here is another story of my life.
Uh-oh.
It says, "Don't be too tired to pray, but in perfect shape to scroll." My life.
That is. Woo, child.
Because y'all know I be scrolling.
Okay, you got one.
Okay, so it's Vin Diesel. One side is Vin Diesel looking with a blank stare, and it's when your spouse farts in bed. And then the other side is Vin Diesel with a smirk on his face, is when I fart in bed. So it's
because when you lift them covers up, boy, it's aggressive.
I haven't slept.
That's one thing I don't miss. Aggressive ass farts in the middle of the night.
I be sleeping in the bed by myself. Smell my own farts.
So this one says, I don't know who needs to read this, but you don't miss him, sis. You're just ovulating again.
Oh.
That's a word.
That's true.
Oh, and let me pause on this one. This is a short one. Everything I require, I can reciprocate. Get you to think now. Get you to think. Think on that now. Marinate.
It's just vibing with you.
This one says create your own happiness. And that's a picture of a person standing on a sheet of paper with a calculator on it, and they got 45. It's supposed to be a scale.
Create your happiness. You got to fill in the numbers. Sometimes you got to
he
pretend like they don't exist.
And he's 45 pounds. You know, I would at least give myself 110.
A lie is a lie is a lie.
So, I don't know how familiar y'all are with King of the Hill. What's Bobby's girlfriend name?
I don't know.
Bobby
Watch white people.
He had the little Indian girlfriend.
I know, yeah.
So it's them two in the hotel room on one bed and one on the other bed holding hands across from each other. And it says, when you're clingy yet distant and don't want to come off too strong, but you need mad affection but get annoyed easily. So that's what we do.
That is a word.
You know?
I am clingy, but I don't want you to sit close to me. I want you to be in my space, but I don't want you to be beside me. That's a word. See?
Well, this made me think. Because sometimes I think I do this too. But it says some people are praying to God, asking for something He already sent, but because it was not packaged the way they expected it, they missed it.
Amen. I think I said something mine back to Amazon.
Huh? No, ma'am. Nope. It.
Yeah, I said something about packages big.
Because then I wonder if God sends a man with the little penis, does that mean like He sends him?
It might have been not the right
It's just
one.
not the package that I want.
I was trying to say like it ain't even happening.
Because it makes sense.
It does.
She had
we're on the same couch.
She had an expectation, and she had a non-negotiable, and the Lord sent her and said He was gonna change it up.
And He said, "Humble yourself, my child."
He sent
boom.
He sent the little
pee-pees.
to say,
Yes.
"Keep your legs closed." That's what he said.
Love that man for his heart. Not for his part.
Not his. Where did you freestyle that?
Yep. K's corner.
I'm about to put that on.
Oh, Jesus.
You mind if I tag you? I'm gonna put unknown.
Okay. I have two. The first one says, stop calling these niggas zaddy if they ain't paying no Zent or Zeals. The fuck.
For real.
No,
the real.
The fuck. Okay. The other one is about me being awkward as also. And it says, my idea of flirting is being as sarcastic as
Sorry.
bless you. My idea of flirting is being as sarcastic as humanly possible and seeing if you can handle it.
Oh, dang.
It's true.
Yeah, that is.
Dang. Okay.
It's like, can you keep up?
Okay. So this is what's her name from the little Flintstone? What's
Betty?
Betty from the Flintstones laying in the bed, with her eyes half open, and it says, when you trying to be mad at him, but you realize that he a good dude and you just a little crazy at times. That be me a lot, and I be knowing I be too much.
That'll
But
stop me though.
I'm working on it. It don't be stopping me, but I'm working on it.
They work on mine.
You know.
So, here's a prophetic word. Stop letting these ain't shit, don't have a pot or piss in, need to depend on you for everything dudes manipulate your brain into thinking you need them when it's actually the other way around.
Woo.
Well,
Can't get no realer than that.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
here's my meme when I want to lose weight. I wish I could take my body to the gym and pick it back up.
You gonna be rating the hour? All right, I'll be back.
Right.
We'll be at the pizza place.
The circle.
I love
Circle.
how sweet you are.
If I gotta park too far away from the gym, bitch, I'm not going. I gotta park right at the front door. I might park in handicap. If I gotta walk to the gym, that's my workout.
That is
Woo!
it.
Walk to the door and walk back. That is a word.
Already ready to go home and take a shower.
Hello? Especially in this heat. I done sweated off at least 123
Jeez,
carbs.
man.
Calories or something.
Alone.
And I was so grateful to come across this one because I truly feel this way. It says, y'all need to stop with this bread is not good for you foolishness. Jesus did not say, I am the broccoli of life. Nor did he say, give us this day our daily kale. Stop. Jesus is life. Jesus is the bread of life. Bread is life.
Yeah,
But you can also have like,
Don't you, okay, it's your turn.
but you can also do like a healthy
Absolutely not.
whole white wheat. No.
bread is bread.
Jesus
I
is
do
the
eat.
bread of life.
I eat honey wheat.
But you can't eat all of Jesus all the time.
You don't know what I can do. Don't tell me.
Unless you're drinking his blood. You can't drink his blood all the time. Then you'll be alcohol intoxication. Go ahead.
Oh, Jesus. You know, when I'm down in life, this is what I read. I shouldn't, but I probably I do it anyway. So this one says, honestly, I don't even play an active role in my life anymore. Things just happen, and I'm like, oh, is this what we're doing now? Okay. Just gotta roll with it sometimes.
I really do think we need to have intervention with your ass.
With me?
That was tough.
That was not tough.
We're going back to the weight one.
Okay.
Nobody on my 600-pound life is single, so I'm gonna go ahead and eat these cupcakes.
Oh,
You know what?
That's
a
a word.
whole word because they
And
don't be.
there was this one lady who had to take a rinse off because she really won't get in the shower. She had to take a rinse off on the front porch, and they were spraying her down with a water hose. No, she was on the front porch, and he was spraying her down with a water hose. And when she turned around, she had like bed sores on her back. And I'm like, he is having sex with her.
Oh.
And I'm over here worried about this belly roll.
Oh.
She got bed sores. And she had to wrench around and wrench it off just to get the daggone shower water.
Oh my God.
I don't
But she got a man.
know.
Mm.
And he's like a third of her size. She could have ate him.
Jesus.
Where did we go?
Well, she didn't eat none of that bread and wine that you was just talking
She knows
about.
she ate all the bread. She left the wine alone. She should have put that wine on them cold sores. It might have burnt that shit up.
Same respect, respect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Woo. All right, so. This is also back when I'm still kind of like halfway working. I got so many things to do today that I'm just gonna take a nap.
That is my
That's why I
life.
can't get nothing
You know,
accomplished.
yesterday, I realized that my 2 o'clock had canceled and I had a 1 o'clock lunch break. So I pulled over to the alternative parking lot across from my job and took a 30-minute nap.
Parking lot.
It's not too alternative. But it's a little ways away from the actual front door of my agency, so nobody would walk out and see me napping in my car. But you know, had the AC blasted, audible blasted, and I went to sleep for 30 minutes. I put my alarm on. But that is life. When you got too many things on that list, I ain't doing none of them.
Can't get not a one done.
What you find?
You just went.
Yep.
Okay. All right. This is a tweet, and it says, "I will never be cuffed, because cuff spelled backwards is the fuck. And what the fuck do I look like settling down with you hoes?
Oh my god.
Oh, I was like, cup as well. Okay, gotcha.
It's DEFFUC.
What the
Lord
fuck?
Jesus.
Go ahead, Kay.
Okay, so mine says, I hate when old people say tattoos are a waste of money. Like, okay, Deborah, you have a cabinet full of expensive plates people aren't allowed to use. What's the issue?
You know what? Send that to me. Because
I still send that to you.
Send that to me. Because I feel like the more tattoos I get, my daddy judged me this past weekend. Because I was telling this young man not to get a tattoo on his neck and his face. And my daddy said, well, look who's talking. I said, first of all, I don't have no tattoos on my neck or on my face. He said, might as well. I said,
Oh, Jesus.
So you're going to need a retirement home. You better lay down outside.
Oh,
Jesus.
All right. Mine says, y'all straight beg for this weather. Now look at y'all. Must. And I say that to say this. I went to Walmart. Everybody was musty. I was like, they were so. You ever been around somebody who was so musty it made you think that you was musty too?
Yes.
I literally, and I was at the daggone DSW in Triangle Town Center the other day, and this lady walked past me, and I swear on everything I love, I was in the Tyler shoe section, and I was like I had to smell myself, and her smell was so strong, I thought I was musty. When I walked into the clearance area, I was like, oh, it really was her. She was so strong, I thought it was me and her.
That's the both of y'all.
She used that all natural deodorant. Y'all better lay that alone in this hot ass weather.
I got natural deodorant.
You stink
It
too.
smells like that.
Well, she gonna try to edit that out.
I'm not receiving it.
Let the people hear the joke.
I'm letting people hear the joke because I don't receive it.
oh God. I can't. Oh my God. Well, here's about my prosperity. Listen. I just checked my bank account and figured out I can live comfortably without working for the rest of my life as long as I die on Wednesday.
Gary might as well make that Tuesday.
I'm not saying with that too long. Long as I die by Sunday.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's got Quavo smiling.
Oh, Lord.
That's a good one, actually.
Alright, I guess I'll be like a deep and emotional, whatever the fuck.
I ain't got that.
Alright. It says, today I asked my body what she needed, which is a big deal considering my journey of not really asking that much. I thought she might need more water, or protein, or greens, or yoga, or supplements, or movement.
God dang.
But as I stood in the shower, reflecting on her stretch marks, her roundness where I would like to see flatness, her softness where I would like firmness, all those conditioned wishes that form a bundle of never quite rightness, she whispered very gently, could you just love me like this?
Aww.
And that is by Holly Holden.
Aww.
First of all, my body don't do no yoga, so my body wouldn't even say that.
Nobody can do it.
Oh, Jesus.
That's so good, though. That was sweet.
Mine ain't that deep. Okay. So that awkward moment when you ran up the stairs and now you're trying to hide your heavy breathing like it's no big deal, but you're actually pretty winded and dear God, you need to work out.
That's me.
I did that
on
this
a regular.
week.
Yeah.
I was on the phone with somebody the other day, and I was walking up the stairs. I took the phone away from my mouth.
I just be letting you know that I'm breathing.
I took the phone away from my mouth because I didn't want them to feel like I was breathing that hard.
You know you done been on the phone again and be like, girl, I just walked up them stairs.
All right. This one's from Charlemagne the God. It's not even funny. Look at you. He says, "Let's skate." But I look at mental health the same way I look at physical health. You have therapists and psychiatrists that you sit down with and talk to figure things out and work through these issues. So it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to say you're not okay. And if people think you're crazy, so what? You know what's crazy, not getting help for it. You know what's crazy, not getting help for it. That's a word.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes he say good things.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one is not. It's not a meme. It's actually just a positive image that I Shout out to the Shade Room, it's my friend. Whenever I'm feeling like, man, I'm so crap, this man out here is an aspiring fashion designer creating clothing line out of prison material while incarcerated.
Oh, yeah.
And they show the pictures, and I'm like, God, I got to live my life. I got to do better.
Because he was making some good
He
stuff.
was making some good stuff. I'm like, I'm straight
And
trash.
wasn't he sewing
That
it
shit
with
gonna make
like
me feel
floss?
better.
Wasn't he sewing it with like floss and stuff?
Girl, yeah.
Like he was like, he was really
The
out
mats.
here.
Come
Look
through.
at that. Puff Daddy for the summer.
Ooh, Jesus.
But can he wear that and he have to keep his clothes on?
They
Bro,
probably
I got a
like,
fashion
they
show.
probably like, you spent so much time doing that. Just
Yeah.
wear
He was like, I just feel, I mean, nothing.
it.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
It says, ladies, if he asks you how your day is going every day, supplies you with all your needs, wants God to be a central part of your relationship, prays for you when you walk away, he is not your man. He is a Chick-fil-A worker. Please
That's
stop
all.
holding up the line.
No.
I was about to say, dang, send that to me so I can send it to you.
I
So
said,
I can ask him, do he do all these things?
I'm saying, Chick-fil-A be where it's at.
It do.
Okay. Let me see. This is me because I tell y'all to text me before y'all call me. I'm the type to watch my phone ring while someone's calling me, and once it stops ringing, text them asking them why they called me.
You right, or what you need. Yeah, I'm good for that. What's going on? You need something?
I am the. It seems like I get so aggravated when my phone ring. Ain't nobody did nothing to me. Text message come, I can respond to you in about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That phone ring,
I feel like we're
really have to
desensitized
think.
now. Don't be wanting to talk to people. You better text me.
Oh,
I don't care how long. I don't care how long it is. What you need to say. Text me.
I'm getting old. I be looking at my phone with the squint eyes, and I be like,
I sound like you need to get your eyes.
I can't text and drive. I be like, oh my God.
Right, you ain't supposed to.
I know, but that's why whenever I be in the car, I be like, look, I called you because I can't text. It's dangerous.
You gonna have to talk to speak to text at me.
Listen, I speak to text
But
everything.
speak to text don't be knowing. In the car, it don't do it.
Oh, you gotta turn that thing off speakerphone.
So
Not so
here's
much.
one, and it says, feeling guilty about your kids watching too much TV? Just mute the TV and put the captions on. Boom. Now they're reading.
Okay. People got so much to say, honey.
I got one more.
Yep.
As we wait for CiCi. People my age be on baby number 3, and I'm still on Mambo number 5.
Okay.
A little bit of Monica in my life.
Wow.
I can't stand y'all.
But it's-
It's the word.
okay, well, we still waiting on CiCi. It says, family dysfunction rolls down from generation to generation like a fire in the woods, taking down everything in its path until one person in one generation has the courage to turn and face the flames. That person brings peace to their ancestors and spares the children that follow.
Shout out to all these millennials out here doing their work.
Some of y'all ain't, but you got one.
I said,
Y'all burning sage with closed windows and doors. Demons just running around circling in place. Just running around, ain't coming out.
They ain't got no escape.
No escape.
He hiding under your bed, girl. He hiding under your bed. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
You
Okay,
just
you
sent
got
her to
one.
the other room.
Yeah, because I'm going to wait till she chill out.
Right.
Listen, this is when. Oh, you got another one.
I do. It's partially good and partially bad. It says, you should give a fuck. You really should, but only about the things that set your soul on fire. Save your fucks for magical shit. It's true.
That's true. Okay, I ain't got time for Sash.
Woo, Jesus.
She's one.
Okay, so this is two friends looking at the phone, and this is what it says. This was me in college. When your best friend examines your text to make sure you don't sound like a weak bitch.
What?
Why should she change
It's
Oh
something
my
wrong with
No,
her.
listen, that was really me and my friends back in college. You really have to read the text to make sure it sounds like you knucking if you bucking. ready to
I
fight.
can't. I can't with her.
Whew.
I'm practicing non-attachment, accepting what comes and allowing it to leave when it's time. What's for me will be for me effortlessly. You're welcome. Oh, she is water, powerful enough to drown you, soft enough to cleanse you, and deep enough to save you. Hallelujah!
Oh my God.
Oh. Okay. It's like vocal.
I can't.
How about I forgave people I should have beaten up?
Oh.
Now that is a message in the bottle, honey.
Okay.
Oh God.
You
I
know.
don't fight.
Me neither.
Not beat up.
This says, I need dick. D, dedicated friends who I trust and love. I, inner peace with myself. C, constant positive thoughts. K, penis.
I can't.
Damn, passed out.
Yo, when you said K Venus, I was like, oh.
Got it.
Oh, no, not doing
Oh,
that.
Jesus.
I mean,
Whew.
all those things are super important.
This one really made me think. So, because this really happened with my husband. How y'all really know y'all like someone? And somebody commented, when I choose them over napping.
No, I don't. I ain't never liked nobody, and then I ain't my mama.
If I choose you over my nap,
I ain't choose nobody on my nap.
might be irritated on the date, but I chose you over my nap.
This one says, I'm living my best life. Ain't pregnant by none of you niggas.
Oh.
Or whatever Lil Duval said.
Okay.
I don't have any more, guys.
Unbothered, moisturized, happy, in my lane, focused, and flourishing.
Ram Das
Huh?
says, I can do nothing for you but work on myself. You can do nothing for me but work on yourself.
Mine says, if you don't want to talk about it, don't post vague statuses.
Listen.
Updates. Fishing for people to ask what's wrong with you. I'm sick of it. I scroll very fast.
I can't stand that. And they get mad
When people ask,
and people be like, so what's going on?
I don't want to talk
I
about
send it to you in a message.
it. You could have sent that Facebook post to all the people you wanted to really tell then.
I'm going to say my good one for my testimony.
Uh-oh. Okay.
This is, okay. This is Sarah Jakes Roberts.
Oh, yes. It's my girl.
If someone is called to love you, it's not so that you can stop doing the work. Their love should inspire and motivate you to keep pushing, but their love is only effective if it builds on a love you already have within. Otherwise, it's pouring love into a cracked soul. It'll never be enough.
That's deep.
That was like,
What? Well, once again, mine ain't that deep. Mine said it's a man with headphones on listening to his music, and it says, "Me when I pause my music, but keep my headphones in so I can eavesdrop." I used to do that
you
all.
dropped your head.
I used to do that all the time with my mama business. What? Had my little CD player going on, and then pause it.
When the devil can't reach you, he'll send you a toxic fuckboy with good sex.
You right. You right.
Each and every time.
She silently stepped out of the race she never wanted to be in, found her own lane to proceed to win.
Mine ain't that deep.
Of course. Of course not.
Y'all got depths is deep.
It's Kanye to the west with a crocodile with shades on, and it says, "Me, I need to stop buying stupid things when I get paid. Me when I get paid, walking this crocodile on the beach.
I can't. Not the crocodile on the beach.
This is I.
Me in hell. I can't sleep without my fan on. The devil. Shut the fuck up. I don't know what it is. My AC on, and I still got my ceiling fan on. And now I wonder why my whole nose is stopped up.
Well, it sounds like you can't go to hell.
At all.
Imagine me turning rolling over at the devil and be like, "Hey, Beelzebub, let me ask you a question. You got a ceiling fan in here?"
Okay.
You're like, "We don't take your ass to heaven."
This be my go-to meme outside the office. In my office, you know, I'm the expert in the office. Outside, I don't really want you guys to take me too serious. So I be like, when you give somebody advice and you gotta finish with, but I don't know though, just in case it ruin their life, I ain't taking that chance. But think about it though.
This says, it's gonna be my last one. There's no 12-step program or detox that's the quote-unquote right way to lose the addiction you have to him. You've lost so much, sacrificed, hurt, and gave him everything you had when you had nothing. You tried to save him from the world and from himself. You exhausted all options. You made exceptions, bent, forgave, fought, and tried every way possible to understand him. None of it mattered. You're welcome.
I mean, you looked at somebody that was married.
Oh, well.
You should.
Well, I mean, I ain't got but 2 other people. I mean.
Well, Jesus.
Mine ain't that deep. If you never heal from what hurt you, you'll bleed on people who didn't cut you.
Yeah. That's real.
Well, here's my last one. She was poetry, but he couldn't read.
Oh, God.
This one says Pornhub pays up to $38,000 for homemade videos. So if y'all see me on there, mind your business and subscribe.
Listen.
Bust it wide open.
Simon C.
Just hit subscribe. Like it, girl. Like it and share it.
Oh, Lord.
More followers, more dollars.
I hope that you all listen to this and that you got something from it.
A cackle, a little inspiration,
A little ratchetness.
a little ratchetness.
Some of y'all are too old to be on a party flyer. I think we got me thinking it's playing bingo. Oh wait, no, I said that wrong. I'm delusional. It says some of y'all are a little too old to be on a party flyer. Got me thinking it's bingo night.
Oh, Jesus.
Woo. All right. So I got a testimony to share.
Hey, man.
Turn the music down.
I looked around, I was like, is the music on?
Testimony service is now open.
So this quote is actually the one that made me text y'all the other night and just had me in my feelings. It says, your life can really change in 1 year. You just got to love yourself enough to know that you deserve more. Be brave enough to demand more. And be disciplined enough to actually work for more. Whew. So this hit me in my heart, chest, body, gutted me. So I have had a very crazy 1 year. Like, whew, a little over a year. So at the beginning of 2018, I said to myself, New Year's resolution, which that never works. I'm done with those. But New Year's resolution, I was like, yo, I'm going to get a new job. I'm going to figure out my life. I got to do better, blah. So I started at the beginning of 2018 and I was doing job interviews and I was getting my life together. And then boom, unexpectedly my grandma dies. And anybody knows me knows I was close to my grandma. And so that took me backwards. I got into a rut. I felt stuck and I could not see myself out of it. I literally, excuse me, I got hiccups. I literally was just like complacent. And so for the first time in my life, I've always had a 5-year or 10-year plan. And that was the first time in my life I never had a plan. It was the first time in my life that I was unhappy in not being in a relationship. Or I was unhappy and not in a relationship. It was the first time in my life, in my adult life, or in my life in real life, that I had lost somebody that I was truly connected to, like grief, loss. It was the first time in my life that I just didn't know where to go. And I pride myself in always being that one person that always has like a plan, a goal, or something. So then after my grandmother died, it seemed like the year just dropped like head first. And I think that God was starting to prepare me for my breakthrough. I say that a year later. At the time, I thought it was the end of the world. So then my grandmother died. I was in a disastrous, horrible job. And then that ended. And so I sat for a month trying to figure out what my next step was. Because I was just like, there's a reason that this happened. I didn't know what the reason was, Lord. I did not know what the reason was, and nor did I trust you, but I did not give up. So I sat down and I figured out these are the things that I need to do. This is the time to do it. So that moment where in February and March I was super complacent and didn't know which way to go, God said, I'm going to create this environment for you. And so come September, I started a new job. A job that I truly love in a non-toxic, non-judgmental, non-dramatic environment. I made more money at that job than I had at the last job. So, but money's not important, but it was a better environment. Then I got into therapy, which some of my friends in this room preached to me to do for a long period of time. And I got into therapy, and now I'm going to therapy weekly. And not only am I going to therapy weekly, but I have actually cried in my last 3 therapy sessions. Yes, y'all.
Did you cry?
I did.
What, 3 of them?
3, my last 3 sessions. I was shocked. Because at first my eyes was burning. I was like, girl, I gotta let these tears go. It's clogging up my ducts. I ain't gonna be able to see when I get out here. Got contacts in. But, and then I said, you know what? I got time. I'm gonna get a part-time job. In this moment, I can truly say I make like 3 times more than I made at the last job. Mm-hmm. I'm truly at peace. I let go of a situation that I continue to hold on to just because it was comfortable. Is that right?
It's Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all.
Full of tears.
So
Okay.
happy for you right now.
But I let go of what I thought was control. I let go of being in control. So the moral of my story is my whole life I was always in the forefront, making decisions, controlling everything, moving into a pace that I felt I was ready for. And God took everything from under me and he shook my life up and he said, I'm control. So in this moment, I felt like 1 year truly made the biggest difference in my life because I learned to allow myself to live. I allow myself to get the help I need. I allow myself to confront some of my past demons. I've talked about things with my therapist that I never even thought I would say to anybody. And so in this moment, I can say that I truly feel happy that one, today. I truly feel happy that this 1 year has happened because if it didn't happen, I don't know where I would be. But I'm truly saying, even though it got horrible, like bad, I'm in a place now where I'm just like, it was worth it. So that's my testimony.
Amen.
Shout out to Dani.
Yes.
Yes, Lord. Round of applause.
It was a wonderful testimony. When you sent us that text message, I was like, she ain't about to say shit. But you know what? I was wrong, and I apologize.
You are such an asshole. I ain't lying to you, man. Like, y'all know I got control issues. I got the worst control issues. I got bad control issues.
You got anxiety like the
yeah, because the opposite of anxiety is control. So, like, in order to not worry and not overthink, I have to be in control. And I think my anxiety has gotten a lot better. Because I'm a lot better with my anxiety.
You still gotta lock my door.
That's called safety. That's not anxiety. That you learned that when they taught you stranger danger. Thank you.
Lock the door, Sasha.
Thank you. You gotta lock your door. That's not like a safe anxiety issue. That's like being around it.
People get murdered in safe neighborhoods.
Yeah. People get murdered all the time, B. But yeah, so I'm here to say that, it got bad, but it is truly the blessing I needed. Because I would have never got out that last job if God ain't pushed me out.
You know, sometimes they say God, he be sending that little pine needles and you don't be paying attention. So then he'll just like send a little branch and then you don't be paying attention. He was throwing whole ass trees at your ass.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you finally got out the way.
I mean, God sent the cousin of the flea in my office. Remember I had them springtails?
Yeah.
That's the cousin of the flea. The baby cousin of the flea. Yeah. I was feeling like stuff was crawling on me. And I know I'm not tripping.
And it probably didn't even start there. It started with the guns in the picture.
Oh, girl. Ooh, Jesus. You took me back.
It started there. The Lord
When somebody calls you
It started
a
when
porch
you
monkey.
that dude. That was one of my memes that I didn't share when it was like, when you see one of your coworkers and they be like, how do they still work here? That's where it started.
Ooh, you.
No, but she was around the same time as him. But yeah, I got called a porch monkey. Because that woman sent the picture to my coworker. You remember that whole thing?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then the white guy that didn't like me had a meeting with me with a gun on the table. Yeah, girl. And then my last session in our office before I went on my trip, the light, God, literally, the light came down. Just in the middle of the session, just swung open and swung back, and my client liked to pee himself. Because he knew he was dead. When that thing came flying back around, 'cause you know how big them lunchroom lights are? When that thing came flying back around, he was like, oh my God. I was like, you're alive. It's okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so. Whew, thank God for blessings. Small and large.
Look at
Amen.
that. That was a good
So-
sprinkle.
It was a good sprinkle. She done
Tough
carried the
act to
whole
follow.
session.
And then brought the real rain. Melodies from heaven.
She got to take a nap.
Rain down.
The Lord brought the...
She in there sucking all year.
All right, guys.
Everything.
Subscribe.
Follow us on iTunes, SoundCloud. We're on Google Podcasts.
Are we?
Yeah, because I got it. Google Podcasts and some other things.
You still got Spreaker?
Spreaker.
Spreaker, iHeartRadio, Spotify, YouTube.
Yeah, them.
All of the things. We are on all of the things. Follow us on Facebook
For Sistahs Podcast.
as well as Instagram and Twitter. Same handle.
Like, share, subscribe. Get into it.
Look at
All
some
right.
memes. Have some laughs. Be blessed. Bye.
Deuce.